Top down, cause it's bad boy for life.
Welcome back. I'm Bear Jags. Hit the like and subscribe button. It really helps me out. Now let's get into this. Diddy, is he really getting a fair shake? And how strong is this prosecution? Personally, I'm starting to see a lot of holes. I think a lot of you are, just like myself.
We ain't going nowhere. We ain't.
Who is this Maya lady? Your bootleg booty testimonies are completely contradicting the text message evidence. Who are you to say anything at this point? Your credibility is completely and totally shot. You cannot say to us as people that are watching or that are on the internet or across the world that you are being terrorized by this man, yet taking paychecks, showing up to events, networking with the savage Diddy. And you know what? Maybe a sidekick too, you know, the Punisher. This is just one of many rickety testimonies. We can't trust a thing we're hearing from these people. Like I was saying previously, Kid Cudi, you thought you were a playboy. You know an ex-girlfriend did this. Stop playing games and putting Diddy under the flames. And also, Cassie.
Ew, what a dirty vagina.
Cassie, you sassy. We know what's really going on with you. You're a sex addict. So what? So be it. It's in your bedroom. I don't care. But really though, who are these people and what really happened to Diddy? I'm starting to think Diddy invited someone's daughter to one of his events and she ended up staying for a couple days. Think about that. Someone's daddy found out and didn't like it. Came in like Homie the Clown.
I don't think so. Homie, don't play that.
Over the top of the skull with a law book and an indictment because they must have had the power because they may have been a top G. Gotta be careful. Can't go playing with top Gs. They lurk in the dark and they have dark money. And that dark money moves with its own momentum and it can roll right over the top of anybody. So be careful, playboys. So as we take a deeper dive down this rabbit hole, we're starting to realize Diddy may have invited the wrong guest to the freak-off. The Punisher showed up and someone never walked the same. Stop saying that. Really, stop saying, stop that, stop. And what about this defense? They seem to be punching holes in the prosecution on the daily. Why? The prosecution keeps bringing in these weak-handed testimonies, all hearsay. And Diddy's defense lawyers, they constantly seem to be punching holes in the prosecution's litigation. Why are we constantly seeing them coming up with hearsay evidence? Possibly because they have nothing.
As prosecutors try to prove sex trafficking and racketeering, what are your expectations when court resumes tomorrow?
Right now, as it stands, Mike, nothing, and I mean nothing, is sticking to Diddy. What we've heard so far from the testimony of Cassie and the other individuals does not amount to the federal charges that he's being charged with right now. The state, or the government in this particular instance, needs to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that he conspired to racketeer, to sex traffic, and to promote prostitution. And I know there's a lot more to go in this trial because they're saying it's going to be about 8 weeks, but the government really better step on the gas because they don't have a lot more time to go. You're hearing about all this domestic violence, but all of that has nothing to do with what Diddy is charged with. There's a possibility, and I'm saying a very strong possibility right now, that Diddy could walk, that he could be spending 4th of July at home having a barbecue.
Like I said before, they're just poking sticks into the dark, wishing upon a star. Starlight, star bright, let me hit that can all night. That's a quote from the Punisher, sorry. Personally, I'm starting to feel like they have no real evidence and they're just gonna try to get a hearsay conviction. And I can see an appeal already, but why do we need to see all this litigation and all this nonsense? It needs to just stop, in my opinion. Diddy may have done some crimes, but RICO Act, now that's definitely a poke. They're poking harder than the Punisher. The prosecution must be squandering in the back office. They must be running back and forth and screaming and fighting. And I'm going to tell you why, in my opinion. Their witnesses are falling apart on the stand. As soon as they open their mouths, they just spew out so much nonsense, it's unbelievable. And we can see this. We've got reports that people in the jury are falling asleep. They're rolling their eyes, they're laughing, they're smirking. And it's all it takes is one person to say, enough's enough, I want to go home, and this is getting lame.
Oh, what a load of crap.
And right now, the prosecution is putting that upon the jury. There's somebody in the jury saying, this prosecutor is so bad, I can't even look at her face. It's driving me nuts, and I'm not playing games, y'all. I gotta get out of here, get me to Wendy's. I need myself a big slam breakfast. I'm done sitting here and looking at Diddy. You're cutting into my drinking time. And when I say drinking, I mean Ciroc. And since the beginning of this case, we've seen some ridiculous testimony. Let's be realistic. What's up with the fire investigator? That was pitiful. That was so bad. He just made the jury, I'm convinced, he convinced the jury that Diddy had nothing to do with it. Pitiful. Anyhow, we should not even be surprised by these allegations coming out on Diddy, because this isn't something new. This has been going on for decades upon decades. Let's rewind the clock a little bit. Rewind it back to Corey Feldman. Remember back in the day when he came out and said that Hollywood's full of creeps? Remember when he said that people get accosted and destroyed and careers get mangled and people do things that are so vile to each other behind closed doors that make a billy goat puke in a billy goat's mommy's mouth? Yeah, he did. And what happened? He got blackballed from Hollywood. And how could you blackball Corey Feldman? He's in one of the greatest cinematic feature films ever, Lost Boys.
Victor!
Unbelievable.
Victor!
But he said it generations ago, that Hollywood was a disgusting, vile, evil place that you want to stay away from because they'll suck you in to doing evil things that you never thought possible. And now he has to embarrass himself with Corey Feldman and the Heine Scratchers touring around America, plucking a Fender guitar, sounding like a wounded baby lamb in the bottom of a well. I saw that show. It was so bad, it was awesome. From what I'm hearing, and the internet is uncovering, about 75% of Hollywood would be behind bars for eternity. We'd have to build 5 more prisons just for the celebrities, and the B celebrities, and the C celebrities, and let's not go down the list. P Diddy has been taking a pounding recently, and I'm not talking about in the can. I'm talking about media. He's been getting destroyed. Whoever got angry at him, you proved your point. You wrecked him. He's not even gonna be able to get a job at McDonald's. Well, maybe. Yeah, they'd hire him. Definitely. But
Victor!
they're going to try to take his money. They're going to try to take his fame, whatever it may be. But Diddy's smart. He has money to last him a lifetime. But putting him in prison for the rest of his life seems a little bit harsh for doing things adults do when they're doing adult things. People will do anything for a little taste of fame. They will ride the mountain bike with just a post and no seat. And see where it got you? It got you into a Diddy party at a freak off. And now you didn't get no place besides a hurt hiney and a hard walk home. It's getting heavy. But this is what people will do. They will defy themselves and others just for a little taste of power. Just for a little bit of taste of notoriety. Just let me be somebody on Instagram. Insane. And this is why I am going to continue to search and dive down rabbit holes, speculating to find the truth. And I will find the truth. I'm your boy Bear Jags. Thanks for following along on my journey. Remember to hit the like and subscribe button for more exciting content just like this. And until the next one, peace out.
Victor!